Hey guys, welcome back to Medical Coding with Blue. It is Vlogmas Day 18. If you are brand new to my channel, welcome. I am Blue. I'm a medical coder. I am doing the theme of my Vlogmas this year as motivation and inspiration. Today's message is all about motivating others to motivate yourself. So let's get into it. All right. When we are motivating others, for some of us, it comes naturally. And for others, we don't really think about motivating others. It's really more about ourselves and what we think and what is going to help us and what is more advantageous for us. The thing is, when we put ourselves aside and we lift somebody up who is perhaps struggling, maybe you are an adult who's gone back to school. I use this example a lot, but you can really apply it to work life anyway, right? If you see somebody that is struggling and you know that feeling when you are struggling and you think those positive words from somebody does so many wonders, right? And it can do wonders for other people. You just have to learn to see the times when you can exercise that yourself. And being a positive force and being a motivational force, and it doesn't have to be a forced action, but it's just something that comes naturally, because when you do this for others, it just brings so much good energy towards you. It just opens up so many avenues for better things because of the simple fact that you're opening up all of that good energy. And when people are around people with good energy, things start to flow. There's not that negative vibe that you have to sort of get around or anything like that. It is all about what can we do that is going to improve our situation here. And when you're using your words to lift up others and to encourage and to inspire and to motivate, it really does help with camaraderie. It helps with morale overall. And you don't even have to be in a position of leadership to do it. Anybody can motivate other people. And it just depends on if you are paying attention to the times when you know you can. And like I said, we all have those times when things just sort of creep up on us and we could use a kind word or two to help kind of lift us up and get us going in the right direction. I've seen this many times, especially with new people. When I've worked with new people and you could see it on their face. They feel so overwhelmed and they have this look like, oh my gosh, I'm learning all of these things. It doesn't make sense to me. And, people are going to know. I always try to be very reassuring, but in a way that I know is going to make the person comfortable. Like, I've been there. I know what this is. I know how it feels to really start in something brand new and you're like, what do I do? But this being said, when you are motivating others and you're trying to do this, just be as organic as you possibly can. Think of how you would feel if somebody told you something. What would it be if you were feeling like you needed a hand up? What would be most comforting for you to hear? And then you can say something like that if you feel the need to. Because sometimes, like I said, you just never know. And people talk about, well, if you just smile at people, they'll smile back. Not always. I mean, I've seen it, obviously. We all have. Where you smile at people and they just don't smile back and you're like, okay, well, have a good day, But everything you say, you should always mean as well. Don't ever feel in your heart, well, you're smiling at somebody and then they don't smile back and you think, well, whatever then, don't say, oh, well, have a nice day, because that kind of smart kind of like comeback will be, it's the opposite of what you're trying to say, right? And so you always want to be very clear about those things. Anything that you speak, and it doesn't matter what's going on, Every word you speak needs to have some kind of meaning, and you need to be straight and literal about these meanings too. Because being passive aggressive and things like that, by like saying, "Oh, have a nice day," or "Oh, I hope you have a nice day," and not really meaning it, has the opposite effect. So to motivate and inspire people, you need to be pure in your heart. Otherwise, you just don't say anything, right? But you should always think about the things that you say and how you say them. And how you say things will impact everybody, not just the person you're directing it at, but the people that are around that person as well. So if people can see you motivating others, that they respond to that positive energy, and they're like, wow, that was really nice, or that was very thoughtful. And it's not that you're doing it just for, oh wow, this is a nice person, but you're doing it because it's the right thing to do. And sometimes we have to be reminded of the right things to do, which is to be kind to our neighbor. And we always hear that, but how do we exercise that? How do we pay attention to those times when we should be nice to our neighbor? And so you just have to start looking at those things, and they'll start popping up once you start being more aware of your surroundings. That's what I notice a lot, is that people now, right, they'll be with their cell phones or whatever, and they're not really sort of paying attention to others around them. They're zeroed in on their phone. So paying attention to putting that down and paying attention to your surroundings, and really seeing the times when you can be a positive force or a motivating force for somebody else, is a good thing. And plus, it's always a good thing to take a break from social media. It's always a good thing to look up from time to time and connect with those around us. And especially right now, we're in the pandemic. And so, but in the times that you are out, if you are having to go to the grocery store or whatever, the case may be, you never know who you will run into. And you never know who will respond to your kind word. Okay. So always look for those opportunities to do that, because when you do that, it motivates you, because then all of a sudden you'll start to notice these things. You'll start to notice your own energy level going up. I say it's good for the soul when you do this, when you are motivating and you are inspiring for other people, because it's giving your soul that nourishment that it needs. Like that, if you can lift up others, you can lift yourself, right? And you can meet your goals. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. You can do those things, and you have the power to do them. And it's incredibly a great feeling when you know you can do these things, because it gives you that motivation, like, yes, I can. Because sometimes it's really easy to say, can I do this? Am I doing the right thing? We've all had that conversation with ourselves. We all know we have, but taking the time to look at other people and lift up people where you can is a really good thing. And that's going to be something that will help you. And getting really good with that, so that when you do, if you are a medical coder, you happen to be one, and you go back into the facility, it's going to help you to start to communicate with your providers as well, because that in itself is a completely different animal. I always talk about that all the time. It's because the regular conversations don't exist when it comes to speaking with providers, because they're on a next level. So, but it is about learning good communication skills. And it starts with having a good positive attitude. And then everything, you'll notice after a while, things start to progress. You will notice that when you are positive consistently, you will notice that you will get more positivity around you. So that is the message for today. Keep motivating, keep inspiring other people. Be sincere with your words. Whatever you do, be sincere with your words. And if you can't be sincere with your words, then don't say anything, because it's better to not say anything rather than to be fake. You never want to be fake. You always want to be real. So if you're going to say something, be real about it. If you're going to inspire somebody and you're using your words, use them positively. Because if people know that you say things that you mean, they're always going to trust you. You're going to have that level of trust already built in. Well, that's a straight shooter right there. We know they're telling the truth. So they said this inspiring, motivating speech or whatever. I know I can trust their word. But the ones that you know that it's just like you're just doing it just to say that you said something nice. That's not the point of this. The point is that you're going to use your words in a positive way. So remember that, my people. Use your words in a positive way. Make sure that you are sincere when you are speaking. And when you're happy for somebody, let them know. If you are proud of somebody, let them know. And just make sure that everything that you say is sincere. So that's my message tonight. I'm going to wrap this one up. I will see y'all tomorrow. And it's going to be a double episode, remember. And they will be airing at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time and 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I hope that you will join me for Vlogmas tomorrow. And I will see y'all then. Bye.